This is me. You guys know me. For everybody that's following me and all this other stuff, you know who I am. Normally, I'm doing goofy ass videos and stuff like that, but there are times where I see stuff and I speak on it, and this is one of those times. A couple months ago, something happened. For those of you that are familiar with TikTok, there was a guy by the name of Inquisitor who recently, I can't believe I'm saying this, unalived himself. Why does it have to be that? Anyway, he was getting called a predo. I guess I can't say the word, which is dumb because it's the technical term. Whatever. He was getting called a predo, so because of these allegations, he unalived himself, and it's all because of three people who are all kids, by the way. And the reason I'm making this video is to tell you I'm going to be 40 this Saturday. I was born in '83. Call me an old head, call me you know, a dinosaur, or whatever you want to call me. But the difference between the new generation and my generation is we didn't go based on half-assed information like this new generation of kids does. And that's what happened in this situation. It's like that game Telephone, you know. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or if you've ever played it. For my generation, you know what I'm talking about. Somebody says something, it goes down the line, and by the time it gets back to you, it's completely not what was said. And that's the thing, is this new generation is doing telephone. They're half-assing information, and because of that, this young gentleman unalived himself, took his own self out of this earth because of this. This goes to show the type of generation that is here now. You know, this type of generation is born into this era of digital, you know, of social media, and that's what they know. You know, me, I grew up where I was actually outside, and we didn't. Social media and electronics and technology was just beginning, you know. And when somebody said something, we verified facts. We fact checked everything. And people nowadays, they don't do it. And this is a reason. Because of that, of not fact checking, this gentleman is no longer with us. So I'm just going to be honest. New generation of kids, you guys are garbage. You guys just, you know, you have tunnel vision. You see this. You don't see what's on your side at all. Somebody says something and you're like, oh, okay, you know. And by the time the rest of the information gets bad, it's already too late. It's already too late. Like somebody, the girl named AJ, first of all, didn't tell Inquisitor her real age. But he had made it clear that he didn't want minors interacting with him. And judging by what he said when she started to flirt with him, he said, nope, not interested, blah, blah, blah. He made it clear. So if you look back to what he said about, you know, him, oh, I'm going to marry you. Thank you. I love you, honey. He was being friendly. That's the kind of stuff that I do. You know, he's being grateful, not grateful. He's being grateful. And that's how you see it. If you look at that and then look at what he said to her afterwards when she persisted and pursued him, it's clear that he was not interested. He was just being friendly, plain and simple. But this new generation is just so blinded by everything that they just take it at face value. You know, oh, your brother cheated on your sister. Oh, he did. And then they just lose it. But that person that just said that knows that there's more information. Oh, well, what I didn't tell you is that, she kind of did it to him first. But by that time, the damage is already done. Just like this, the damage was already done. And, I'm a father. My oldest was born in 2010. He was born into this era as well. He was born into social media and stuff like that. And there's new lingo and shit like that is here now that we didn't have when we grew up. And it's sad that you guys aren't getting everything. You're just taking it at face value and just believing what is said. And by doing that, you're making yourself look like an idiot, and you're hurting other people. And you don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a very kind and caring person. Yeah, I'm a goofy ass. I'm ugly. I got no teeth up front. I have a fake set of teeth, whatever. That's me, but when it all boils down to is I'm a very caring person regardless of who you are. You know what I mean? And if somebody says something, I make sure I get all the facts. Like, somebody says something to me, I'm like, oh, okay. I don't really jump at it. I go and I fact check, like, oh, was this said, blah, blah, blah. But that's the thing is, because of this new generation of kids, information gets misconstrued or doesn't get told in full, and this is the end result. Because of this, because of now, this era of kids, stuff like this happens. And because of that, this gentleman is no longer with us. I have rambled. I understand that, but it's something that I hold dear. It really bothers me to see people get their lives destroyed for half-assed information and not being told straight up, like, hey, this is making me uncomfortable. And that bothers me about her. She did not tell him, she didn't. Like, she was like a cat toying with the mouse, and that's bullshit. It is. It's complete bullshit. You guys need to pull your heads out of your asses, because you guys you become influencers and you become creators. And what you need to realize is you have younger kids that idolize you, that look up to you, that on a regular basis talk about their favorite creator, and it's normally you. And then they show the videos to their friends. And then they turn around and they see that their favorite creator is now on the burner for something that they were involved in. You're setting a bad example for other generations, for the new kids that have been born. The new kids that are 8 and 9 now. You know what I mean? You're setting a bad example for them. So that's my rant for the evening. It bothers me. It really does. You guys need to take into consideration other people's lives and feelings, and the fact that, you're hurting more than just that person. You're hurting that person, their family, and in turn, you're hurting yourself, because everything is digital now. Once that shit gets out, that is it. You can argue through tooth and nail and try and talk your way and backpedal and everything, but once it's there, it's there. I really hope you guys listen to this whole message. I hope I got my message across, my point. If so, please let me know. But that's all I have to say is, seeing that whole thing, it really bothered me, because, that gentleman was only 23. He had his whole life ahead of him. And because he was trying to be friendly, somebody took it the wrong way, and not only destroyed his life, but destroyed his family's life. So I really hope you guys take from this and do better. Please do better.